Sagittarius, welcome. This is your general reading for March 16th through the 19th. It is just a quick energy check-in. Please only take the parts that resonate with you and leave the rest for somebody else. If this doesn't resonate with you, check out my channel. There's other dated and timeless readings for your sign. You can also check out your other placements in your chart if you know what those are. I'm sure there's a reading in there for you somewhere. If this does resonate with you, please hit that like button. It is the only way that I have to know that the messages are resonating with you guys, okay? The Three of Wands is your main energy, which is wonderful. That happens to be one of my favorite cards. Oh, and you have the Two of Wands following that up. It looks like there's going to be a new opportunity to take a different path opening up to you, where you're going to come into a Y in the road, and you're really going to be looking into trying to decide, what do I want for my future? Looking out, how can I expand myself? What directions do I want to go? What foundations do I want to build? And then you're kind of looking about it, thinking about it, visualizing it when this path shows up for you. So let's see what else is going on. That's too many cards. And then you do have the Emperor here. That could be an Aries showing up in your reading, but I do feel like it is telling me that you are really going to own your life here. Like, you're going to boss up in some way. You're going to really be embracing your masculine energy during this time. Something that you're going to work very hard on. So there may be delayed success in this new path, okay? So this is a success card, but it talks about working very hard to achieve your goal. But that goal does lead to success and abundance. But there's a time of patience and hard work that's required. For those of you who haven't seen me before, I lay the first set and give a brief description, and then I lay a second set. Things get more clear, but this is just a quick energy reading. We'll do some oracle cards, and we will do best actions for you to take during this time. The Nine of Discs, love it. So the Nine of Discs talks a lot about financial gain and luxury. So you got this, you're going from the Seven of Discs to this Nine of Discs. So there's some hard work that's going to be put in, but it's heading you to a lot of abundance here. But the Nine of Discs also talks a lot about independence and solo pursuits. And with that Aries card here, the Emperor, it's telling me that some of you may be considering opening your own business. And there might be an opportunity for that, or some kind of side hustle, something along those lines. But it can just be talking about taking a position that's more independent or more solo. But it does talk about just times of enjoying life and the solo pleasures of life. You have the King of Swords coming in. Yeah, I do feel like there's new opportunities that are going to kind of change the foundation to things for you, which we see that with the Three of Wands anyways. You might need to be strategic with this King of Swords. You may actually have to sit down, think of a plan, decide, like as you're sitting here in this Three of Wands state, visualizing kind of where you want to go and expand to, you may need a strategy, because the King of Swords is all about being very intentional with his choices. All right, so let's see what this Two of Wands, what is this new path opening up for you? The Nine of Pentacles, that's what's opening up. Your ability to embrace your independence, embrace your solo pursuits, embrace luxury, abundance, all of those things. This new path is going to take you to that, okay? But it's going to require you to leave the old path behind, and that's always the trick with the Two of Wands. If you see on the top of the deck, it does say courage. It's because whenever we come to a Y in the road and something new showing up, it requires us to take a different path. And that does take some courage to do that. Emperor, please. Yeah, the King of Pentacles. You guys are really heading towards abundance strong. The King of Pentacles, again, talks about abundance, luxury, making wise investments. Some of you could be investors, okay? So making wise investments, equal give and take to things. He's a very wise leader. And the Emperor, again, very good leader. Temperance. So that's your own energy coming in on the Seven of Pentacles. And the Temperance card also talks a lot about keeping yourself in balance, moderation, you know. So on top of this Seven of Discs of working hard and patience, you have your own card of patience. The Temperance does speak a lot of patience. So I do feel like this message is coming in strong for you to let you know you're going to have to be patient, but yes, you're going to get there, okay? I do have the Two of Swords and Five of Cups coming out, but I feel like this is a separate message. Some of you may have been going through some kind of situation where you're feeling hurt, having some loss and grief, and there's a decision that you're going to have to make on that. I'm getting that you still have the blindfold on. You're not seeing things clearly, but when you do, you need to make that decision. Otherwise, this situation is going to keep coming up and bothering you and hurting you, all right? But I don't feel like this that's a separate message. The Ten of Wands. Okay, so the Ten of Wands is coming in. The Ten of Wands can mean two different things. You have a lot of stress and burden and you need to let it go. Okay, you're carrying stress and burden that you don't need to carry anymore. But the Ten of Wands also talks about the stress and burden before you cross that finish line. Like when you're in a race and the finish line is right there and you're tired, but you keep going anyway, okay? When you hit that point, that's when you're going to hit this Nine of Discs, okay? You're going to succeed. You're almost to that finish line. Keep going when you feel that stress and burden coming in. Kind of like here with this Temperance and the Seven of Discs, you have to work really hard and be patient. And you're probably going to reach a point where you feel very stressed and burdened. That means you're almost to this Nine of Discs, okay? It's actually a success when you start to feel that way. That means you're almost there. The Six of Swords, this is a necessary transition for you to be able to balance things out. You're going to make a decision on this. This is a new journey. Trust your intuition. Have the inner courage to take this new passionate or creative pursuit. This is kind of a rebirthing situation for you guys. It'll help you overcome any challenges or obstacles that you do have. All right, let's get you some oracle cards. What else does Sagittarius need to know for during this time, please? Kindness. Someone may be bringing you some kindness, or you may be giving kindness to others. Or maybe you're being blessed because of the kindness you always seem to show. But this new opportunity is showing up for you because of that. And I am kind of getting that a little bit. Awakening your true self. And with it coming out on this Emperor card, it just kind of showed me this. I feel like you're awakening to your inner power to really be able to lead a situation, I'm getting. Like really take leadership or ownership. Ownership is coming in strong. Family harmony. So some of you may be working with family in some way and having some family harmony going on. Inner power. Yeah, you guys have a lot of inner power. All right, let's get some from this deck. Man holding a heart. That might have something to do with that, that separate message that came out. Door to personal healing and happiness. Yeah, and I do feel like a new door is opening for you, and it really is going to bring some real happiness and healing for you guys. Angel of love, for those of you seeking new love, that might be something that's coming in here for you soon. Healer of the ages. So that's two cards with healing. So some of you may be going through a lot of healing right now, either physically, emotionally, mentally, but that is coming in, that healing for you. We'll get an animal advice card, and then we will do your best actions to take. Butterfly, rebirth. You can reinvent yourself, open to the rewards of change. You have brilliance to share with the world. Love every part of your journey. I think this is a perfect card for this reading because I do feel like this is a little bit of a rebirth for you guys. I do feel like you're reinventing yourself and accepting and really awakening up to some of your true self that maybe you haven't noticed before. And I do feel like whatever you're offering is going to be something that is great to share with the world. All right, let's get you best actions. Best actions for Sagittarius, please. Three of Swords. Yeah, that's the other thing that came up. The heartbreak. But I feel like it's that heartbreak that's actually going to cause... For some of you, this heartbreak, okay, this hurt and pain is part of what's going to open. There might be a possibility that this heartbreak that you've gone through is why, in your kindness, is what's opening up this other path for you, almost like a blessing, okay? And you can choose to stay on that path of the heartbreak, or you can choose to rebirth and reinvent yourself into something new, okay? And I do feel like that is coming in for some of you, not all of you, okay? The Seven of Cups, you need to decide what you're going to commit yourself to, make decisions. Seven of Cups is all about choices, decisions, knowing what's in your cup, what directions you want to head. It goes really well with that Three of Wands, knowing that there's a lot of different options, but needing to decide what to commit yourself to. The Wheel. That's great. This is a turning point for you guys. Good luck is in your favor, okay? So, and the Nine of Wands, it's time to recover from something, okay? And that takes me back to this Three of Swords. Some of you guys may be recovering from a difficult situation, all right? Sagittarius, thank you so much for being here with me today. It's been a pleasure to do this reading for you. If you are new here, I hope you'll consider subscribing. If you haven't hit that like button yet, please do so. If you're interested in any of these cards, some of them are linked down in the description box below. I know this deck here is, and this deck, okay? And that's for Amazon, so take a look at those. They're really nice decks. I do love those too. And until we meet again.